TC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Hope you all had a wonderful weekend and were able to maybe dodge some of the isolated showers that we've had the past couple of days. But if you were lucky enough to get it, we could use a little bit of rain as it has been awful dry of late. Might have another slight chance for a few showers tomorrow, but then we're going to have to probably wait until about Friday for our next chance of rain. So it does look like that dry pattern will continue for the upcoming work week. But let's take a look at the satellite and radar picture today. We can see where those isolated showers, even a few thunderstorms that we did have develop, mainly south of the interstate, and then they began to work off towards the west over towards Jeff Davis and Calcasieu Parish. Then as we moved later on into the evening, we did have a couple storms develop over the bay. Those are now heading towards Pecan Island, but you can see they're kind of pretty much falling apart. So not most of us should stay dry for the rest of our evening, and skies have gone clear, but we do see some clouds beginning to push in from the northwest. That's because that front is getting closer and closer to us as it's now getting pretty much close to the Arklatex region, back through Dallas and over into central Texas. Heavier rains from Memphis up into the Ohio Valley, where they badly needed the rain as well, as they've been dealing with some dry stretch of late. So some much needed rain across that portion of the country. Hopefully we can get some of this rain to move through, but you do see the rain kind of falls apart through this area. So not really expecting a whole lot of rain with this system as the front does make its way in tomorrow. So here we go. The front makes its way to about Lake Charles to Alexandria by first thing tomorrow morning, but you can see not a whole lot of rain associated with this. And even through lunchtime, as it does begin to make its way through central Acadiana, not seeing much develop, but I wouldn't rule out a couple isolated showers developing along or just behind that front as it does make its way through. With the front arriving by about lunchtime, that should keep temperatures about 5 to 7 degrees cooler tomorrow. I think highs top out in the mid-80s, so should feel a little bit more comfortable tomorrow. And then as that front continues to push down to the south, maybe again another isolated chance in the evening. But then really the cool air arrives by Tuesday morning with lows getting down into those low to mid-60s. Very comfortable to start off. You're going to notice it feeling a little bit more like fall Tuesday morning, and then a beautiful day Tuesday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures only topping out in the low to mid-80s. So a couple nice days ahead. By Wednesday, though, we get that southeast flow returning off the Gulf, so we do start to warm up a little. Upper 80s for both Wednesday and even into Thursday, maybe pushing 90 degrees again, but it does look like this second front that looks to get here late Friday and into early Saturday, maybe bringing with it a few isolated to scattered showers, but again, not looking at a whole lot of rain with this system, but definitely looks to bring a bigger shot of cool air in time for next weekend, with temperatures dropping down into the 60s and lower 70s for highs, and that will continue for a couple of days. So next weekend looks to be very much a fall-like weekend, so get those jackets and sweaters out. But good news is we should be dry for Festival Acadiana over at Girard Park. Now with those fronts, those should continue to push down into the Gulf of Mexico, helping to shut down at least tropical activity in the Gulf. We do have a couple showers that we're watching in the Western Caribbean, but it looks like that activity stays to our south. Also in the Atlantic, we're watching this little swirl and then another one farther out. Those have low to moderate chances of maybe becoming tropical over the next week or so. But right now, not looking to affect any parts of the country, should stay out over the Atlantic. So temperatures for the rest of our evening will stay a little bit on the warm and muggy side. I think we only get down into the lower 70s, but I think this is the last night like that. Tomorrow, as mentioned, mid-80s for afternoon highs with a mix of sun and clouds, maybe an isolated shower, upper 70s farther to the north. Tuesday morning is when you notice it. Those temperatures into those low to mid 60s, maybe even some upper 50s for our far northern parishes across Louisiana. And then by Tuesday afternoon, just an absolutely fantastic day. Low to mid 80s, comfortable humidity. So get out there and enjoy Tuesday afternoon. So a warm and muggy night, partly cloudy skies. Those areas that did get some isolated rain today could see some patchy fog first thing in the morning. Tomorrow, we'll call it the front finally arrives more normal, 85 for the high, 30-40% chance for an isolated shower. Dry Tuesday and Wednesday. Isolated chances for showers Thursday and Friday with that next front, but more importantly, temperatures in the 70s by next weekend, feeling very much like fall. Get those gumbos ready because it looks like it's finally time to fire up the stove.